Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. Well, we had the Oscars awards at the weekend, and I was expecting the major excitement was whether any of the Irish nominees would end up winning an Oscar. And of course, Kenneth Branagh did for his movie Belfast, a movie that I've seen and I've mentioned in a previous Take 5. I actually found it quite emotional watching it, as it took me back to my childhood growing up in Belfast and just what that was like. But that was all overshadowed by an incident between the comedian Chris Rock and the actor Will Smith, where Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, and Will Smith then got up and slapped him across the face and started shouting at him with a lot of four-letter words. Now, later on, Will Smith himself won an Oscar, and in his acceptance speech, he said he was overwhelmed by the plan God had for him, and that plan is to be an ambassador of love. Now, you know what? I think it's great whenever celebrities give the glory to God for things that happen, but it's probably not at its most effective when saying that you're overwhelmed by God's calling to be an ambassador of love whenever you've just slapped somebody across the face and been shouting obscenities at them. Now, having said that, that's not what I want to zero on now, is how Will Smith behaved and the provocation, but rather the joke that Chris Rock made was about Will Smith's wife, and in particular, it was about the fact that she has alopecia, which causes obviously hair to fall out, and that's why she's bald-headed. And Chris Rock thought that somebody suffering from a condition like alopecia was a good reason to make a joke about them. And then to sort of try to, when it's obvious that you've caused offense, to say, hey, it's only a joke, it's only a joke. You know, this is a problem that doesn't just happen at the Oscars. This is a problem that's cropping up more and more in life, where people feel that in order to make a point or in order to get a cheap laugh, that they can belittle other people in demeaning and humiliating ways. And it's becoming more and more common in our society. And what makes it even worse is whenever it's obvious that they've caused offense to somebody, they say, hey, it's only a joke. In other words, it's your fault for getting offended. It's not my fault for saying something offensive. And even when people then apologize, instead of saying, I'm sorry I said something offensive, they say, oh, I'm sorry that you got offended. Put the blame back on you. To mock anybody's illness or to mock anybody's physical condition or anything that causes a peculiarity of appearance with somebody is not clever, and it's not funny. Chris Rock obviously doesn't know better. What really disturbs me is when I see Christians doing the same thing, because we should know better, and we do know better. Now listen, I'm not saying that we ought to be serious all the time. I'm not saying that it's wrong to laugh and joke. I'm somebody who believes very much in the power of laughter. I believe laughter opens doors into people's hearts. But that laughter should never become an occasion for cruelty. It should never become an occasion for trying to humiliate somebody or put somebody down. And it should never be used, the fact that a joke, therefore, is an excuse or a mask that basically says, I didn't do anything wrong. So while we look at the mess that turned out to be the Oscars awards, let's look at ourselves also. And let's look at our lives, and let's look at how we use humor and who are the targets of our humor. Are they things that people can laugh along with us and should be expected to? Or are we belittling others? Are we humiliating others? Are we using humor as a weapon rather than something that can open people's hearts to love and to understanding? And I pray that today God will guide us in that. I pray that God will help us to be people who can laugh and laugh with others, but can do so in a joyous way and a God-honoring way, not in a way that is selfish or that is humiliating or that is hurtful. May the Lord help us to do that today. And join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.